and gentlemen, today's era of globalization, the borders between countries are fading. Now countries not just competing, they are building connections through diplomacy. Modern diplomacy is not longer limited to political negotiation. It more includes culture, education, and exchange. That is what we call diplomatic exchange, an effort to build trust and positive image of a country through the exchange of teachers, students, and professionals. I give you one example. The Southeast ASEAN Teacher Exchange Program. This program gives a chance to language teacher from ASEAN countries to go abroad. Then they can introduce their language and their culture to people in this program. There's also a cultural diplomacy. Indonesia promote their batik in the United States. The exhibition and fashion show is not just about artistic displays, but their strategy to introduce their culture to the world.
Okay, we will explore how United States government, particularly through the Department of State, plays a central role in the implementation and sustainability of diplomacy exchange programs. We will look at this from three main aspects. First, the role of the State Department, and then support through foreign policy and federal funding. And third, effort to ensure program sustainability. Alright, first, diplomacy exchange programs in the United States are typically managed by the U.S. Department of State, which is responsibility for implementing foreign policy and conducting international diplomacy. The department operates more than 270 diplomacy missions worldwide, including embassies, consulate, and permanent missions to international organizations. A notable example is the Franklin Talent Exchange Partnership, which demonstrates how the State Department leverages partnership with the private sector to strengthen the exchange of knowledge and talent in support of U.S. foreign policy priorities. Okay, secondly, diplomacy exchange is strongly supported by the U.S. foreign policy framework, which aims to foster mutual understanding, international relations, and promote global cooperation through educational and cultural exchange. This is legally established under the Mutual Educational and Cultural Exchange Act of 1961, more commonly known as the Fulbright-Hays Act. From a financial standpoint, the federal government makes a significant investment. For example, in fiscal year 2023, U.S. Educational and Cultural Exchange Program received $741 million in funding. Interestingly, a large portion of this funding is spent domestically, helping to strengthen the U.S. economy through institutional involvement in hosting international participants. Lastly, the federal government plays a key role in ensuring the sustainability of diplomacy exchange programs through the management public diplomacy funds. These funds support a wide range of activities such as international seminars, art exhibitions, journalism training, and the promotion of American studies abroad. Fund management is closely overseen by public diplomacy officials. who are tasked with ensuring that resources are used effectively and aligned with the strategic goals of U.S. diplomatic missions. Their role is crucial in keeping exchange programs impactful and relevant amid an ever-changing global political landscape.
Current situations, political and policy impact on student exchange in the U.S. Recent U.S. policies have significantly affected student exchange programs. 1. Dissolution of the Department of Education by Donald Trump may reduce funding for education, including support for international students. It disrupts the student loan system, and programs like Pell Grants and TRIO are at risk, potentially reducing diversity in exchange programs. 2. Freezing of scholarship funds since February 2025 has affected thousands of students. Programs like Fulbright and Gilman are on hold, causing uncertainty and threatening the U.S. global academic partnership. 3. Immigration policy and uncertainty. Strict immigration policies during Donald Trump's administration, such as travel bans targeting several Muslim-majority countries and tighter visa regulations, created significant barriers for international students. Although President Joe Biden has since lifted the travel bans and simplified the visa process, the effects of previous policy are still being felt. The U.S. government under Trump has the potential to bring major changes, either in the form of returning to stricter policy or strengthening a more open approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I will explain what the challenges for student exchange program in the US under President Trump 2025 until 2029. With Donald Trump returning as the US President, international student exchange programs like Fulbright Scholarship and university exchanges face major uncertainty. Trump has a history of pushing for education budget cuts and stricter rules for foreign students. Here's why this matters. The first is tougher student visa rules. Stricter policies expected. Trump previously banned travelers from several Muslim-majority countries. Now, student visa rules could get even tighter, and possibly shorter study duration, extra background checks, or restriction for students from high-risk countries like China, Middle Eastern nations, or etc. And fewer opportunities for post-graduation work of program. And the consequence is many students from developing countries like Indonesia, Africa, Latin America may choose Canada, Australia, or Europe instead. And US university could lose billions in tuition fees from international students. The second is education budget cuts threaten scholarship. Trump wants to eliminate the US Department of Education or at least slash its funding. Why this is dangerous? The CRE program is at risk, like Fulbright program, Gilman scholarship, or Pell Grants. Why this is matters? If federal funding disappears, this program may shrink or end. And universities and NGOs won't have enough money to replace government support. And many students from developing nations won't afford US tuition without scholarship. The third is America First means US students come first. Trump's with America First policy means prioritizing US citizenship over foreign students. And what the possible effects? 1. Fewer spots for international students at public university. 2. Reduced scholarship for foreign application and higher tuition fees for non-Americans due to less federal aid. 3. Cultural exchange programs like youth exchanges may lose funding for being less essential. And what does this mean for a country like Indonesia? First is harder to get US scholarship like Fulbright. And second, longer, stricter visa process, especially for science, tech, engineering, math. Better alternative is Europe, Australia, or Canada may become more attractive. And what can be done? Look for scholarship from other sources like private companies, global organizations, or home governments. Or consider studying elsewhere if the US becomes too restrictive. US university must adapt to stay appealing to international students despite policy changes. And final thought is, under Trump, the US may no longer be the top choice for global students. His policy could lead to stricter visas, fewer scholarships, and higher costs.
For Adapt and Change, university in the US, together with state governments, consistently build international partnerships like to enrich academic and cultural experience. One example, the US and Indonesia is Joint Council on Higher Education Partnership, established in 2010 to increase the number of student and faculty exchange between the two countries and promote joint research initiative. The council involves various higher education like institution, education, foundation, and companies from both nations. Also, when the COVID-19 prompted many exchange programs to adopt hybrid models, such as combining online and offline models, and many shifts allow greater flexibility and wider accessibility for participants exchange. And yes, there's several challenges like different time zones and limited face-to-face for participants. But non-governmental organizations and the private sector play a significant role to supporting exchange programs to the funding, resources, and networks. For example, the private sector who's really popular right now is a Fulbright Foundation. Fulbright Foundation enabling thousands of students to study and teach from abroad annually. Fulbright Foundation also have a program like alumni program to support the public diplomacy. They are often involved in activities to promote cross-cultural exchange and understanding and international cooperation, strengthening ties between their home and host country. The Fulbright Associations, for instance, support active alumni network engaged in global initiatives. Overall, diplomacy action in the US continues to evolve with the support of multiple stakeholders. The adoption of hybrid models and the active participation between NGOs and the private sector and alumni, the US position in promoting mutual understanding and international cooperation to education.